screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, let's introduce ourselves. I mean, quick introduction, just name, occupation, whether we are a student or employee, and what do you know about MuleSoft. So let me begin with myself. So myself, Raghavendra. I mean, Raghavendra Sai. I have total 8 years of experience in the IT industry and relevant to me around 5 plus. So where I'm working in one of the MNC. With I have experience in almost working on the different domains like banking, healthcare, insurance, ERP, XYZ in the integration platform, and even I'm familiar in Java as well. Yeah. So this is about my quick introduction. So just I want to hear about you from Niranjan, Ramna, Sri, Sohel, Chatla. Any one of you, you can start. Let's
Yeah, I'll
start
start
with.
with myself.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Mohammed Suhail and I have total experience of 4 plus years in TIPCO.
Mm-hmm.
So currently working in the Millennium India Private Limited company.
Okay.
And I don't have any relevant experience of MuleSoft. So actually, I want to change my domain from TIPCO to MuleSoft. So that is why I'm trying to, to do the certification in MuleSoft.
Great to hear,
Yeah.
Mohammed. I mean, welcome to MuleSoft. Nowadays, the integration, you know all about the, priority as well as the booming industry, right? MuleSoft is one of the leading one
Yes.
currently. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, apart from that, uh, yeah, you can go with Ramna. You're trying to introduce yourself, right?
Yeah, myself, Ramana. Like I have 1.5 years of experience in IT industry. But I have started in TIPCO BW, then I have moved to TIPCO EBX. It is related to MDM and Code Java will be there. I
Okay.
heard about that Mulsoft is upcoming technologies. It was very good. So I was eager to learn about that. If get chance, I will change to Mulsoft.
Yeah, I mean, MuleSoft is already an established integration tool, but the currently, to be honest, right, there will be no other alternative as of now. So that's the reason always it is take place in the first as of now in the market. If you can place your resume in the Naukri, right, definitely I can challenge within 7 days you will get more. I mean, 5 plus companies, with the twin top MNCs. So that is the demand currently we have. Yeah, no worries, but welcome to MuleSoft. Yeah, Niranjan.
Yeah, this is Niranjan, and currently I have 2.6 years of experience in TIPCO BW and BW6 and Spotfire. And currently working with MNCs companies, and I work with some airlines projects and some banking projects and right now. And I'm currently working with one of the airline project. Yeah, I have total of 8 years experience in only BW and container and Spotfire people related projects. But I hate that new stuff is booming right now, so that I want to learn that added to do my bucket. So that's why I pick it up with the new stuff.
Good to hear, Niranjan. Welcome to MuleSoft. Sri,
Yeah.
no worries. I think he's in mute. So before going to the MuleSoft, right, I will take some generalized examples. So how exactly the mule is taking place in the real market. So if you have understood that example, right, just I will correlate with the real time scenario. So currently we have joined through GoToMeetings and just we are communicating with each other like in a English language, right? So for example, just we are using this GoToMeetings as an modem, or we can say it's like a communication channel where we can exchange our words, or just we are communicating each and everyone. I mean, just I'm communicating through English, right? Just you are listening whatever I'm trying to tell. So currently I will take an example. It's a generalized example how MuleSoft will takes place. Okay. So currently I will take two persons here, two persons. So one person is trying to communicate with another person. So here the problem is So let's take an example of Niranjan and Ramna. So currently Niranjan wants to communicate with Ramna, stating, hello, welcome to Mulesoft in English language. But the problem is, if you can see here, there is an mismatch in the language constraint, meaning here the real problem is opponent person. I mean opponent person. Here the opponent person is Ramana, right? So Ramana not familiar in understanding English. So let's for an example I'm telling, but he is master in, but he is master in understanding Spanish. So if whatever the Niranjan wants to communicate like hello, welcome to Mulesoft in English language, that's the opponent, I mean Ramna, cannot understand. So the problem is here language constraint. There should be some gap is there. Just we need to fill that gap. So how it is possible? So there is an integration tool, or we can say translator, or we can say medium. So that is nothing but an Mulesoft as a tool. If you can see here, right? Currently, we can say it is a Niranjan here. Niranjan. So after that, I will correlate with the real-time scenario. But you need to understand how exactly the integration tool or MuleSoft is taking place in the real world. So it's kind of a generalized example, but just understand how exactly it is playing a major role here. So currently it is an Ramana, opponent one. Okay. So here is an integration tool, or we can say middleware layer, or we can say translator. Integration tool or translator. So what exactly MuleSoft will do means, first it will read the data, or we can say it will receive the data, right? So currently read or receive the data, and it will change the language as per the opponent expectations. Meaning it will translate from English to Spanish here, and it will deliver that message to opponent like Ramana. Whatever Niranjan has tried to convince it in English, it will try to convert it in, it will convert that message to Spanish, will deliver to opponent. But in the technical terms, we have a different terminology that I will explain, but you need to understand the agenda and how exactly the MuleSoft is placing a crucial role here. So finally, Ramana can understand what exactly Niranjan is trying to communicate, because currently as a medium, I mean as a mediator, or we can say it as a middleware layer, we have converted that language, right? He can able to understand and he will try to reply back with the whatever the response he would like to give. So these response we will read it from the opponent and we will same vice versa. We will convert that Spanish to English and we will send it to the Niranjan here. Okay. So here two technical terms you need to understand, because going forward in the interview also, in the starting question itself, whenever you introduce yourself, right? Whenever you introduce yourself, definitely they will ask to explain your project. At that time, first question they will ask what is your source system and what is your target system. Blindly you need to follow one point. Whenever you are receiving the data, right? That is nothing but a source system. Here the source is nothing but Niranjan. Whenever you are trying to send the data to the opponent, I mean whenever you're just passing the data to the other persons, nothing but a target. Here the target is always Ramana. So only one point, receiving the data, that is nothing but a source system. From your end you are sending the data, that is nothing but a target system. Okay. So just I will take a pause here. Any doubts on this generalized example? Niranjan, Ramana, Siri, Mohammed.
No,
Is
no,
is there any
it's
architecture
clear.
will be there like ESB or any hub and spoke like?
Sorry, Niranjan.
Yeah, what is the actual architecture of this also?
Yeah, clearly we will follow the API LED architecture that I will explain you after this. I mean, this generalized example. So just
Okay.
any doubts on this one? I mean, whatever I'm trying to explain right here.
Yeah. No, no, nothing.
Oh, no, right? Okay.
Nah.
Thank you all. So now just correlate with the real-time example and the architecture what we are we will follow in the real time, right? I will explain you. So let's open the browser here. So nowadays, each and every person are habituated, or it's like a hobby to do some shopping, whether it may be an offline and online. So I will take one just and simple, I mean generalized example. Nowadays e-commerce site, nowadays each and every person will check the e-commerce site like Amazon, Flipkart, or any other things XYZ, and they will try to place some order in order to use, right? Currently I will take an example of Amazon, or we can better we can go for any other this one also. Okay, Amazon also fine. I will take another example for you after this one for more clarity. Whenever I open Amazon website, right, just I can able to see the shopping one, I mean UI part, I mean just the web page with some items which are displayed. Till this only we can able to understand, but in the background there are lot of things will happen that I will explain you, where MuleSoft will plays a crucial role. Not only on MuleSoft, any integration tool, but nowadays MuleSoft is taking a very crucial role that I will explain you. So currently, as a client, I'm not a developer currently. For example, as a client or a generalized customer, just I would like to purchase an OnePlus 11 mobile. So just I will search for OnePlus 11. I will click on search button. It will redirect to the concern page, and it will display the available mobiles with the different prices with the different specifications. So just I will select based on my budget and the interest. Currently I am very much interested to buy this one, which is a unique color. So just I'm clicking this one. It will directly redirect to the payment page with the specifications and the EMI options, and also cash on delivery, even my address, exchange, each and everything. It is happening. Just if I click on buy now option, it will redirect to the payment gateway method. Just it will ask credit card, debit card, XYZ. Once the payment got success, I will get some ETA. I mean estimation delivery time. Based on that, I will get the mobile. This is what happening currently in the market. This each and every person know, even second class child also know nowadays. Now when currently I'm talking about this generation, but currently we are not an customer, we are an integration developer. So we should think beyond to the one step above compared to the normal one. So how exactly it is happening? First question you need to understand, whenever I would like to open this page, first of all, it will display some popular, material and frequently used material, but I would like to search for one place. It is directly redirecting to the available one. That is fine. After that, whenever I'm clicking one mobile, right, it is directly, it's getting booked through an payment gateway method. It's getting redirected to the, courier service, and it is getting delivered to my address. How come this link is possible? How come whether I search for OnePlus 11, it is displaying the mobiles related to OnePlus. Whenever I select this one, how come it is related to the banking, HDFC, SBI, XYZ? How come if I go for exchange, how come it is calculating the rate? How come it is redirecting to the, I mean, this one courier services? How come it know whether my address is getting to the post? How come it got interlinked? So this is what where the integration platform takes place. For example, if you can see the same paint, okay, I will take the new one. I'm not at all, I am taking on writing this in front of you only. I have not taken any saved one. So for example, whenever I taken this one as a client end, right? Currently I'm a client or a customer. So my intention or agenda is to purchase OnePlus 11, right? So what I will do generally, first I will open the Amazon website. If not, if I have a Amazon app in my mobile, just I will open my app and just I will click on search button. I will search for OnePlus 11. So if you can see, it is an Amazon website. It is an Amazon website, or we can say Amazon app, or Amazon app available in our mobile. So what exactly it is doing now? So first it will receive the request from the customer, like OnePlus 11. This is what happening here. Just I open the website. I have searched for the OnePlus 11. That request received by the Amazon. In the back end, these all operations are happening, but here we unable to see because up to this only we have the access. But as a developer, we need to understand what exactly is happening in the back end. Guys, this is a real-time example I am telling, because when you are joined in the organization, right, definitely you will get these types of tasks. I will explain to the task as well what exactly you need to do. So currently, let's get back to the example. Whenever you receive this request, right, as a Amazon website, first it will integrate or it will send the data to, not not to OnePlus. Okay, it will in between OnePlus and Amazon. We have an integration tool that is nothing but an Mulesoft. What exactly Mulesoft will do means I will tell you. Okay, so what exactly the MuleSoft will do means, first it will receive the request from the source system. Here the source system is always Amazon, because from the Amazon only we are receiving the request. As I told in the starting session, source system always whenever receiving the data, it is nothing but a source system. But when you are sending the data, it is nothing but a target system. But I will ask you one question after this example. Just I wanted to check how come you understood. So currently MuleSoft receive the request from source system. Here the source system is Amazon. Amazon, right? Layer, or we can say integration layer, right? So just one thing, whenever you are sending some request, right, the data will be formed in the different types of data types. It may be an XML, JSON, anything. So based on the request, currently it is an one place, right? MuleSoft as a developer, for what we need to do is, first step, we need to take the data from the source system and we need to read it based on the one field. I mean, based on the one field means client will tell you on what basis you need to send the data. So client will send, for example, mobile, like this. I will show you. For example, you are receiving an data from the source system as mobile OnePlus. So based on mobile field, apart from that, you will receive the customer name as well. For example, we can say for Sohel, mobile number, like this. So this is the request we are receiving from the source system, but client is telling as per the requirement. So based on the mobile field, you need to send the data to the target system. Okay, so first I will read this data, complete data. Based on mobile, I will send to the target system. So the mobile is OnePlus. So what I will do, I will integrate with the target system here. The target system is currently OnePlus. So I will send this request to the OnePlus. 11. So what OnePlus will do? So the request is coming from the integration layer as a OnePlus, right? OnePlus 11. First, OnePlus store or OnePlus website will filter the OnePlus 11 mobiles out of not 10, 11, 11 or XYZ, and it will give the response as a available OnePlus with the different variants. So MuleSoft will receive the response. It will send the response back to Amazon. Amazon will display in their web page. So this is what exactly happening. But as a developer, we need to do few things. That is reading the data, and also, for example, customer is searching for any other XYZ data. For example, like this. It is not at all validated. If I search for this one, right? See, I'm getting some invalid data, which is not at all there. So we need to handle these type of exceptions, meaning error handling also we need to do. Second thing, some transformations we need to do, some logics we need to write. So that I will explain as part of course, but as an integration layer, the role is very important. Without integration, nowadays there is no such application available. Okay, so any doubts on the real-time example? So after that, I will explain the Niranjan's doubt as per the architecture level.
No, it's perfect.
Okay, what about you, Niranjan, Sohel, Sri?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's clear.
yeah, no, Raghavendra, it's clear.
Okay, so coming to the architecture level, right? So we have followed three level architecture. For example, currently in MuleSoft, right? We are following three-layer architecture. That is nothing but, sorry, nothing but API LED architecture. So here we need to understand one thing. So why only API LED architecture? First question, because as a developer we need to think in a such a way, not only developing just code, because definitely it's our duty and it's our responsible to develop the code. But if you can see here, whenever you are increasing or we are experiencing, I mean, we are increasing our experience, right? Definitely they will expect some more extra things from us, because in my experience I'm telling, whenever I'm developing the code, whatever the requirement I'm receiving, right, first I will be more focused on understanding the requirement. Then 90% coding will be completed. Then remaining 8%, what to do and when to do. I mean, what type of integration we need to do and what type of logic we need to write. 8% coding will be done. Remaining 2% will be, each and every developer will not get a chance to work on everything. Definitely, as a trainer, I am also didn't get a chance to some other concepts in the real time, I am telling. But as per my interest, I have done some POCs. In that case, you can Google it or you can ask your colleagues. But if you are not at all really understanding the requirement and you don't know what to do and what to write, right? So definitely when you are reaching out to your colleagues, definitely they will also not help, because we are not understanding the requirement, we are lacking understanding. So that's the reason my humble request, whenever you are writing a code, right, just understand the requirement. After that everything will be very very easy. Mulesoft is not an rocket science, it is very simple technology. But only one, I mean, a trick is just we need to understand the basics and the concepts, right? So coming to the MuleSoft architecture, why only API led architecture? Is there any architecture available prior? Answer is yes. Previously, we used to follow point to point architecture. I mean, whenever you develop the code, right? Whenever you develop the code, so each and everything is part of one layer only. So, in the one layer, in the sense, writing the logic, so reading the data, writing the logic, connecting with the target systems. Each and everything will happen in the one API only. But the real problem is here. I will explain you the problem. Reading data, writing logic, connecting with target system. So let's say I have an scenario here. So currently we have developed one API in order to connect to the one place. Okay. So we have read the data, we have read the logic, we have connected to the target system. Everything is working fine, and even we got the sign up from the testing team. Like each and every scenario is working as expected. You are awesome. Then ready to go for live. So simply the application is in live. So after few days, so client is so much happy and he suggested to introduce few more features in order to improve his business. So currently he has suggested three changes. One to Niranjan to change some logic, or I mean the data format is changing. So according to that you need to read the data, Niranjan. Please work on that ticket. The estimation time is 1 day. After that, the reading format has changed. So Ramna, please change the logic, because currently the data is changing. Estimation time is 1 day. After that, Sohel, please connect to the target system. Previously, we are using some other host. Currently, the host is different. Please make the changes. But you need to understand one thing. But these three logics are available in one API. So in the real time, what you will do is, whenever you write your code, right, you will commit that code in some other repositories in order to available. So currently, you three persons are working on one code at a time. You are pushing your code, right? definitely there will be some merge conflicts will be there, because your changes, Niranjan changes and Ramana changes will not save at a time, because you three are different and you three are working on the different systems and different layers. At that time you push these three things at a time, right? Definitely there will some conflicts, I mean ambiguity status, in the sense confusion status. Definitely there will get some merge conflict. First you need to push read data or write data or target system. After that you need to push the remaining one, after that final one. But at a time definitely you cannot push it. Definitely you will get some merge conflict, like unable to understand what data we need to take it in the repository. To avoid these changes, to avoid these problems, we introduced three-layer architecture, because only one more to one developer changes should not affect to the another developer changes. Only one slogan. In technical terms, we can say to achieve loosely coupling. Loosely coupling meaning is one developer changes should not affect to the another developer changes. So to gain or to avoid this type of consequences, we introduced three-layer architecture. Three-layer architecture is nothing but an API-led LED architecture. So currently, what is meant by three-layer means we used to develop three APIs: one, two, three. So one is experience API, second one is process API, third one is system API. So in the experience API, we will read the data. In the process API, we will write the business logic. In the system API, we used to connect with the target system. So currently, whatever the client has suggested the changes, right? If you develop your code in three-layer architecture, definitely Niranjan will work on the experience API, which is not at all related to process API and system API. Ramana will work on business logic in the process API, which is not at all related to experience and system. Finally, Sohail is working on the system API, like connectivity establishment, which is not at all related to process and system API, experience API, where each individual changes is not affecting to the others. So where we can achieve the loosely coupling. Okay. So this is what the architecture we will follow. Hope you got it, Niranjan, or any doubts on that?
Yeah, Raghunath, it's fine.
Okay. What about others? Ramna, Sri, Sohel. Hi, Sapta. Welcome to Mulesoft. Just now we have started some introduction. I will explain you on that. Yeah. Any doubts, Sohel and Ramna? Siri.
Yeah, it's clear, no doubt.
No, it's clear.
Okay. Thank you all. So one more thing you need to understand. So generalized example I'm asking. So hope you are aware of the animals, right? So what is the use of, I mean, horse, and what is the specialty of horse?
It's
Anyone can
used for
answer?
travel, travel
Yeah, I mean,
purpose.
yeah, even speed, exactly. Definitely, the answer is correct for travel purpose only. But coming to the specialty, speed. So what is the purpose of donkey?
Is heaviness means loading.
Correct, correct. So donkey, the animal specialty is to carry the heavy load, where horse, it will run like a gun, or like we can say like a bullet. But I need an animal which will carry the load like a donkey, and it should run like a horse. Is there any animal available in the world?
Mule.
Correct. So if you can see
No.
here, yes, yes, available. I will show you. Mule is an animal which is crossbreed of donkey and horse. The meaning itself, why the naming of Mulesoft came into picture when we introduced I mean integration tool like a Tipco, Delbumi, all these things, right? So for every name there should be some meaning. So mule is an animal which is a crossbreed of donkey and horse, where it will run like a horse, it will carry the load like a donkey. So in the integration also, we introduce Mule in a such a way when we have it, when we have the other competitors like Tipco, Delbumi, and I mean say SnapLogic, XYZ. Why? Because MuleSoft is an beauty where it will take the large number of data at a time, like lakhs of records, and it will process that lakhs of records in a very minimal time. I mean, with a minimal milliseconds. So that is the beauty of MuleSoft. And one more thing, it is user friendly and the softwares are open source. Second thing is maintaining the cost is very less when we compare to the other integration tool. So coming to the history, right? Now this is all about the MuleSoft working style, but I will explain the history and the opportunities now. MuleSoft currently introduced in 2006, if I'm not mistaken, or any other, I mean previous date. But after that, slow step by step, MuleSoft has an created his own identity. In the business perspective, Salesforce is an almost well established company on the technology. So it understands the MuleSoft growth and it acquired that MuleSoft in 2016. Whenever Salesforce, like a big integration tool or big company, acquired MuleSoft, remaining all companies thinking about MuleSoft, and once they understood about the MuleSoft, I mean privileges, all these things, right? They slowly migrated their projects to the MuleSoft. And even one of the legacy applications, like I mean Bank of America, all these things, right? When already developed from past 30 years in Java, XYZ languages, they are also slowly moving to the MuleSoft due to high speed and accepting the maximum data and low cost maintaining. If you write the hello world program in Java, right, it will take 5 lines. In C++ also it will take 5 lines, but coming to the MuleSoft, right, it will take only 1 line. So very minimal coding with maximum reusability. So that is the main agenda where Mule introduced. So coming to the MuleSoft, as a beginner, you are joined as a developer, right? These are the available certifications like level 1, level 2, integration associate. After that, after 5 to 6 years of experience, you would like to change it to the architect, right? There will be an two separate architect platforms will be available. I mean, first of all, as a developer, 1 to 5 years, right? You just develop the code and analyzing the requirement and helping your colleagues and XYZ. These are the things you need to do as a developer. And if you are really interested to write an integration exam, definitely company will provide the vouchers to you in free of cost. You can prepare, you can write the level 1 exam. So we have two chances. First, I mean, um, definitely you need to pass in the first attempt. If not, they will give the second chance. Once you're done with the level 1, you can go for level 2 and integrate. After that, whenever you came to the architect, right, you have the two more certifications, that is integration architect and platform architect. So this is all about the MuleSoft, the career growth. And one more thing, on the integration layer, there are no other such I mean competitors to overcome MuleSoft. So yeah, I will go through this one.
Into.
Yeah. So these are the basic softwares we required. In that, Maven and Java are optional because currently we are using the latest version of Mule 4. In that already it is pre-built, no need to download once again and install it, but just you need to do the Anypoint Studio, Postman and Anypoint platform. And Anypoint platform that is used for designing purpose. I will explain you in the class each and everything. And as you know, right, as a developer, you need to understand these things. I mean, I will show you this one. These are the real-time examples. I will provide the each and every notes on the daily basis, including with the examples. Yeah, see, as a developer, first it's not at all related to the MuleSoft. It is generalized one, generic one. Wherever you are using an AWS, Salesforce, Java, Python, machine learning, TIPCO, XYZ, anything. As a developer, first you need to design the code. After that, you need to develop. After that, you need to do the testing in local. After that, a unit testing framework. After the deployment, 4 stages you need to do. So, for example, I will correlate one real example. So, currently you have an land and you want to construct this building. So having land and having sufficient amount is not at all useful because it will plays a major role, that I agree. But apart from that, we used to have some design as well. First, we need to design our building. So out of 1,000 square yards, so how much which should be allocated to parking, how much should allocated to bedroom, kitchen, washroom, XYZ, park, blah blah blah, XYZ. Once you are finalized with your blueprint or design, then you can able to construct. Similarly, whenever you receive the requirement, right, first you need to design your API. Once you design your API, you should ask your architect or client that this is the design I have built. So if it is okay for you, we can start the development. Once you got the feedback like a positive, if you can see here, right, feedback like a positive, first design, simulate in the sense validation. After that feedback, once the feedback is validated in the sense positive or negative, we can able to build the services. If not, we need to redesign our APIs. Once that is approved, we will start the development. After that end-to-end testing, if the end-to-end testing is working as expected in local, we can go for minute testing and deployment. So if you can see this example, so currently in the project, right, we will explain you the real-time project as well as per the course. But if you can see, it's from a generalized example we have developed recently as per the classes, right? We have started developing this type of application. So I will explain you in the classes. So how exactly the mule is taking place. I will take some simple data instead of Amazon and all these things, right? Currently, if you can see here, one person is trying to send the data. Yeah, one person is trying to send the data. Here it will be there. Yeah, one person is trying to send some data through web page. If you can see here, it is an email ID, password, and the phone number. So he will open that website. For example, whenever you open your Gmail or Instagram, any Facebook, right, definitely you will enter your login credential. In the similar way, some person wants to book some tickets or he wants to see some data, he will enter his email ID, password, and phone number. So once this website will receive that request, it will send to the Mulesoft. Here, if you can see here, Mulesoft internally it will have an flow, event source, process, all these things. So it will listen the data from the event section. After the data in the event processor, we will write the business logic. So this business logic, we will send it to the target system, and we will receive based on the response whether is a success as a okay 200 bad requests, external internal servers, all these things, we will send the response back to the mule. So in finally we will explain the real-time project as well. I mean each and every concept will correlate to the real-time project only. So if you can see here, right, yeah, currently this is an COVID laboratory where we are developing this flow as part of our course. So currently the situation is, as a laboratory we will receive the patient details. It may be on different types of diseases like MRI scanning, or we can say we can go for a blood test or COVID screening, anything. So based on that laboratory we will receive the details from the customers, right? We used to send it to the different types of hospitals for the verification, I mean for the results. This is what we are developing currently. Once it is done, right, we can able to deliver at final. And also we will send some questions like a, I mean interview questions, all these things for your support. Okay, so any doubts or anything you want to ask, so I'm happy to assist you here. Ramna, Sri, Sohel, Sabita.
No doubts.
Okay, and also we'll show the modules. So for example, if you can see here, right, currently we have a number of modules here. We have currently 15 modules. Currently we have designed a APS in a such a way, or else we can say training in a such a way, from basics to testing. So each and everything we will cover, including the futures in this course. And also we are maintaining some data as well for your better understanding as part of downloading your this thing, right, softwares. If you can see here, we have prepared the documentation with the screenshots. So by end of the class, we will send this document to you even with the recording link with the examples. So just you need to go through the recordings and you need to follow the steps and you need to practice. Practice is very, very, very important. Once you practice a session, in the coming session, I mean day after tomorrow or tomorrow, you need to ask this question. On daily, we will give some questions on assignments based on your interest. Okay. So yeah, now the dash is open. So anyone wants to ask anything, so definitely I'm here to assist you. Niranjan, Ramna, Sohel, Siri, Sabita. Yeah, anything you related to job, related to our project, related to opportunities, any architecture related things, coding, anything is fine. I'm here to assist you. Or duration, XYZ, anything.
Yeah, yeah, Raghunath. You need to tell about only manual deployment or is in a container or any server deployment.
No, no. Currently, I will explain up the manual deployment only because but CA/CD I will explain you in a theoretical part. What are the parameters we need to pass all these things. Currently, the pipelines are not yet set up from our end, right? Because that will be taken care from the DevOps. But I will explain you how the process is happening in a theoretical way for CA/CD pipeline. But coming to the manual, I will take an example and I will show you how we need to deploy and even as tracing the logs as well.
Okay, in real time also they were using Kubernetes and Docker or any deployment target is just not.
Currently, I mean, that is completely depends upon the client side. For my client, currently we are using Cloudbees, but one of my friend they are using AWS. So one of the other friend they are using UCD, and one of the other friend they are using Jenkins. That may be completely based on the client, but most frequently used is Jenkins only.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other doubts? Anyone? Ramna, Niranjan, Sri, Sohel, Sabita.
Yeah, what is the duration of this course? Like, I want to do the certifications like level one, and then also want to do the level two as well. But yeah, first
Yeah,
I want to
I'm
complete the level one certification.
Yeah, the duration will be 30 to 35 days. Okay.
Okay,
The second thing coming to the certification, right? First, I mean, whatever the concept we are trying to explaining here, right? Just you need to practice it. Okay. Just definitely you can crack the level one, and also we can give the dumps as well. Based on that, you can. I mean, it's not an legal one, but I'm telling if you want any support on that, we can provide you that as well, but make sure it's my
okay,
suggestion, don't go with the dumps. So better you can practice it, you need to understand the scenario, because targeting the job is not, I mean, it's not our target, because within 12 days also we'll get a job, that is not an issue. But whenever you join the company, right, long lasting is very, very important, because you should not dependent on others, independently we need to work. I mean, that is our main motive. So that's the reason we have planned this course in a such a way to grab the real time scenarios. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I've already installed this Anypoint Studio, the latest version 4.4.
7.15. 4.4 is the Mule Enterprise Edition, correct? 7.15 you have installed, right?
Yes, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
It is the latest
So,
one.
yes, yes. Good, good. Yeah. Coming to Sabita, yeah, I don't have any IT experience. Will that help? Definitely, because see, in here also, even including me, everyone we done with the BTech, no one is familiar in the IT industry because I am from EC background. So in EC background, the common subject is C language in the first year. After that, I don't know any of the single piece of code. Like you, I also joined some institute as a Java and practiced myself and cracked the interview. To be honest, after that, I migrated to Mule as per my interest. So no need to worry on that, because coming with the empty mind is always useful. Why? Because you come with an white paper. Whenever you are reading or you are understanding the course from zero, right, definitely you will store some golden words. So that is my promise, but only one thing you need to do from your end is practice it. Simply, whenever I am also from your position only in Java, whenever learning the course, right, simply I used to listen the classes. After that, I used to spend myself, but I didn't practice it. While listening the class, definitely we are in a situation to understand, but whenever we started doing some coding from our hands, right, at that time we will unable to do. That's the reason always having the hands-on experience is very, very, very important in the IT industry. Definitely you can crack it, and it is also really helpful to you to join in, I mean, Mulesoft. Yeah, apart from that, anyone?
Hi, this is Naresh. We both joined in a single room. Okay. So
Okay.
the thing is that for the MuleSoft, what will be the duration of the course, and how it is going to help to the other experienced people, like any DevOps or any other integration tools like an IBM or Delbumi.
Yeah, so the duration will be 30 to 35 days. So currently, if you are
Mm-hmm.
an integration developer, so hope you know how the integration is, I mean, taking place with integrating with the different systems. I think it will be very useful to you. And
Mm-hmm.
MuleSoft, yes, I mean, there is a lot of opportunities in the market, right? If you know the structure of the MuleSoft and what to use and what exactly the features are available and when to use that features, definitely it is very useful to you to build your career. Yeah.
Okay, so will it be going to cover all the platform level and the platform level setup, all the load balancer or the network levels configurations also, or it is only purely to the development level?
I mean, it is purely to the designing and development level, not related to the DLB and network configurations.
Okay, okay, so there is no platform setup or something.
Yeah, no, no, no.
But if
If we
I
complete,
looking for the platform level setup and other issue or other things, will it be okay to continue as this course, or do we have any other specific course?
I mean, coming to the platform set of all these things, as I told you, right, it will be really
Mm.
expecting in the, I mean, this thing, architecture level, because the
Mm,
load
mm.
balancer things and the worker size, clusters, nodes, all these things, definitely it will be DLBs and even this one, I mean, network integrations will come under architecture level. But coming to
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
we are currently focusing on the development and designing part only. But if
Mm-hmm.
you are really good at developer and designing part, but you are looking for
Mm-hmm.
architecture level, so this course will not useful to you, I
No,
mean,
no, thing
to
is
be
that currently
honest.
I'm working as an architect only, but I want
Oh,
to
okay,
have
okay,
the low level experience also. Even I know the MuleSoft and I'm the certified consultant, but only
okay,
thing is
okay.
I haven't developed anything. So that is the reason I want to go for the some dirty hand in my hands-on experience.
Yeah, yeah. Then that in that case, right? If you want to really want to experience the real-time experience, how exactly the MuleSoft is doing, like designing, deployment, security, development, all these things, it is really useful.
Mhm.
But coming to the
Mhm.
network configuration, so I mean, it is not at all useful.
I understand. Maybe dedicated load balancer or the shared load balancer, those things which
Yes,
you are going to not going to cover.
yes, yes.
The final question from my side is, what will be the cost of this course? Will it be okay to discuss here, or it will be sharing
I
via
mean,
email?
actually, I'm a trainer. Actually, Subbu is the organizer. I mean, he
Okay.
will take care of the duration and the fees. Actually, yeah,
Mhm. And
yeah.
is there any real-time scenarios are going to cover?
Yeah, each and every concept, what I'm trying to tell, right, I will explain the real-time scenarios only. Because to
Okay.
be honest, in the MuleSoft, right, everything will integrate with it will comes under real-time only. But the
Okay.
target systems may change in the project level. If you're integrating with the banking domain, some
Mm.
payment gateway methods will be changed. If you're going for insurance and these things, so some of the SAP and SFMC will be taking place like that. But end
Understand.
to end,
Understand.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. By the way, what is your
yeah, no.
I forget.
My name Raghavendra Sai.
Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Uh, Apart from that, any doubts? If you are okay, means we can wind up the session and we can plan the batch accordingly as per your feasible time.
We are based out of UK. Will it be okay to continue in the evening sessions?
Yes, yes, we can do that. No
I mean,
worries.
in IST evening.
Yes, yes, we can plan it. No, not to worry. So
Okay.
we'll discuss with others as well. So based on one convenient time, right? Definitely we can
Mhm.
plan it accordingly. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate.
Okay. No worries. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thanks for joining. Happy weekend. And let's hoping for, I mean to start a new batch as per your convenient time. Thank you so much. Yeah.